What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Make the Exorcist Fall in Love chapter 108. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. So considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Papa Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked winter anime season in full swing, in which today we will be covering Tune Into the Midnight Heart. We also cover Soso no Frieren, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hell's Paradise Jigakuraku, Madosehe no Slave, Oshinoko, Fire Force, Dead Account, Medalist, Digimon, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, last chapter of Make the Exorcist Fall in Love, we were starting to get into the Pope's negotiations with Lisa. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. We got a beautiful color page with Josh here. Though he bears his sin, the light still shines through. God, I love this. This is so pretty. So this is back in 2018. The boy and the Pope. I heard you managed to repel Asmodeus. The official appointment will come later, but you're already a full-fledged exorcist. Yes, Your Holiness. I see you've lost your eye. Yes, sir. Take these. They're prosthetic eyes. I had them specially made for you. I hope you'll find them useful. They should be a good fit, but be sure to adjust them later with your physician. You'll also need regular replacements. Hey, were you even listening? My goodness, you're bleeding because you forced it in carelessly. It's okay. I could see very well. Oh, God! Thank you very much. Your Holiness? Oh, it's nothing. Still, you should have it properly adjusted. Can you remove it? Yes, sir. You're more reckless than I've been led to believe. Your Holiness is also a little different from what I've heard. I can only imagine what they've said. I know I didn't mean, no need. I have a fair idea. Perhaps something, along the lines of, a fearsome, stubborn old man. Even so, I am the head of the world's largest religion. A single word from me, can alter the course of countless lives. That is the weight of authority. To wield such power properly, a certain degree of fear is necessary. That is true. I agree with this. Because you have to have some authority. You have to be strong as fuck if you're a leader. Because if you show any weakness, well, others will take advantage of it. The best example of this is look at what happened when the U.S. was under Obama and Biden. Or Jimmy Carter, frankly. I mean, they were weak as fuck, and other countries took advantage of it. Can't be, or look at what happened in Iraq and Afghanistan, too. Those are another examples. That must be a difficult burden to bear. Well, not compared to yours. I took this role by choice, but you were chosen to be humanity's hope. From here on, you'll be expected to shoulder the responsibility of a power you never asked for. That really sucks. Because Josh never asked for this. Whereas, like, someone like the Pope, he wanted this. So I understand. I think, God, this writing is so good. I'll do my best so I can reach heaven as soon as possible. I'm sure Dante has told you this already, but heaven is not something you aim for. Ooh. That's very interesting, because that's what a lot of Christians say, is heaven is something you aim for. A lot of hardcore Christians will say that. I think actually the majority of Christians will say that heaven is something that they strive to aim for. And that's why they strive to not commit any sins. It's because of that. So this is very interesting. That the Pope, of all people, is saying that heaven is not something you aim for. That's very interesting. I understand. Your Holiness? What the fuck is up with his eye? It's nothing. I've wiped away the blood. Try the prosthetic again when the doctor is with you. Yes, sir. Thank you for your time today. Of course. What's up with the Pope's eye, though? That reminds me. Lately, I've developed a fondness for French cuisine. There's a place that serves excellent escargot. Would you care to join me sometime? Escargot is really good. I've had escargot before. It's good. You just, here's the thing with escargot, because I know people are, completely turned off from it because it's snails. I've had French food, a few times in my life, and that's mainly because I went to, because I was in a French club in high school. And also, my ex-boyfriend took me to a French restaurant as well. The key with escargot is it has to be, marinated in a really good sauce. I think the one that I had, the best one I had, was, I think it was a pesto sauce, if I remember correctly. Something like that. It was so damn good. And it has to be... It has to be in it for a really long time too, because otherwise it's really it'll get really rubbery, because the snail's got to be really soft. God, I know it sounds so gross. It totally does, but it's really good. Yes, sir. If the opportunity arises, I'd be honored. You gotta be kidding. What the hell was that guy? Seriously, what the... And also, yay, Belle! What the fuck is the Pope? If he looked even a second longer, I would have been exposed. Impossible. In my current state, no miracle or magic should be able to detect me. So the Pope can detect them? I should stop peeking through the boy's eyes when that old man's around. So that's the current Pope. Holy shit! Dude! That is insane! What the fuck? Russia 2024. So this is 2 years ago. It's an honor to meet you, Pope Johannes. Likewise, thank you for answering our invitation. Hold on a second. With the Pope, I have to wonder, do all Pope have these eyes, or only, and fuck, not just that, is this, is that how the Pope is, picked? I'm so curious about this. Thank you for answering our invitation. I apologize if the quotation in my speech came off as crude. Your side holds 2,000 years of wisdom, after all. Woman, there is way more than that. There's way more than that. Because remember where Christianity came from. It came from my people. So if they have my people's wisdom on top of that, there's way more than 2,000 years of wisdom, woman. If you have a rebuttal, I'm willing to hear it. Pope, you should be bro, or you should be woman. You forgot something here. We have a little bit more than 2,000 years of wisdom. That's not necessary. Of course I could offer a rebuttal, but I believe your criticism is one we must accept. It is as you said. For many years, the church has discriminated against women, and also the gays, too. And also the Jew. Still, they discriminate against my people as well. And it is not only the church. Every nation and every religion has done the same, which is very true. That is so fucking true. Your Holiness? We strive for gender equality. Oh, then why are there only men among you? Oh, she got you there. That is, we seek truly capable leaders regardless of gender. Oh, he got you there too. Sure you do. But it's true though. He's right. But there are not only men in this room. I gathered everyone here to make that clear. And it is not only a matter of gender, race, religion, nationality, occupation, illness, poverty. Discrimination persists in many forms throughout the world. That is true as well. But compared to 1,000 years ago, even compared to 100, we have made progress. He is right. The world is still growing. Please grant it a little more time. If you destroy it now, all that progress will be lost. Preach, Pope! Preach! He is 1,000,000,000% right. God, the Pope is so right, though. He is. The Pope is right. I'm going to read what he said again here because I think this is so genius. This is genius writing. I'm going to read what the what Lisa said here too, because I love her going on the president as well. Let's see. I'm going to start here. For many years, the church has discriminated. Let me start here. Of course, I could offer a rebuttal, but I believe your criticism is one we must accept. It is as you said. For many years, the church has discriminated against women. And it is not only the church. Every nation and every religion has done the same. Huh? Your Holiness? We strive for gender equality. Oh? Then why are there only men among you? That is, God, it just makes me think of like the hypocritical liberals, let's be real. That is, we seek truly capable leaders regardless of gender. Sure you do. But there are not only men in this room. There are women there too. There's and it's also race too. There's a black woman in the room as well as a white woman. I gathered everyone here to make that clear. And it is not only a matter of gender, race, religion, nationality, occupation, illness, poverty. Discrimination persists in many forms throughout the world. And you're never going to get rid of discrimination. As much as beautiful as equality sounds and as utopia sounds, it can never exist. And a great example of this is Land of the Lustrous. When we were with the Lunarians, I can't remember who it was specifically who said it. One of the Lunarians said that despite money and status and all that not existing, they still find a way to discriminate against each other. But compared to 1,000 years ago, even compared to 100, we have made progress, which is true. The world is still growing. Please grant it a little more time. If you destroy it now, all that progress will be lost. I refuse. I've waited long enough. Even if I were to stop the massacre, nothing would change. That progress you speak of is an illusion. The world is stagnant. Every nation shifts the blame for its failed policies onto outsiders and the powerless. A new witch hunt is already beginning. That is true too! That is! It's so true! Two things can be true at once. The world can be making progress, but this can be as well, where every nation shifts the blame for its failed policies onto outsiders and the powerless. There's always going to be a scapegoat. My people are fucking scapegoats. I swear, my people have been history's scapegoat. It's true. This is how it is all the goddamn time. It's fucking annoying. These so-called representatives from various countries didn't gather to protect the world together, did they? They all saw that hut and thought they could milk me for all I'm worth. Oh! Oh! She got you there! Again? Two things can be true at once. What the Pope said is 1,000% correct. He is right. He is right. But what Lisa just said here, she be spitting. She's right too. Oh my God, she's so right. God, it gets even better. It says she says, not even a century has passed since the last great war, and already the embers of imperialism have reignited. Even if I do nothing, it won't be long before humanity slaughters itself again. If tragedy is inevitable, then I'll be the one who decides to stand at the top of the world that follows. That is my stance. Dude, she's so fucking based! She's right! Not even a century has passed since the last great war, and already the embers of imperialism have reignited, which is 1,000% right. even if I do nothing, it won't be long before humanity slaughters itself again. Mofo, it's already happening! It's been happening! The news doesn't talk about it, but it has been happening. Well, the news talks about it in some countries where it fits their agenda. Any objections, Your Holiness? Dude, the Pope is laughing at her. Oh my God. Marco, Marco, bring the vodka! Yes, sir. Pardon me, I figured I should at least attempt the usual kind of negotiation. Now then, let's make a deal, Baba Yaga. Oh, woo! So the Pope knew that he was kind of full of shit. I'm sorry, the Pope is right, though. The Pope is right about, like, making progress and shit. He is right about that. He is. The world has made a lot of progress, but, dude, Lisa fucking smoked him. She smoked him! She destroyed him! She's so base for that! I love that the Pope is like, dude, I fucking lost this. Just bring me the vodka. Baba Yaga is currently with the Pope. Our first task is to save Master. Good evening, Granny Yaga. Please open the door. Oh, here we go. Let's go into the ancient witch's den. And this chapter is titled Infiltration. This chapter was everything. I want to know what you guys think. I think, as I said, two things can be true at once. The Pope can be right, and so can Baba Yaga. And damn, she won this argument, though. She did. She beat the Pope at his own game. Like, as I said, the Pope is right that the world has made progress. He is right about that. But where Baba Yaga got him was what she said, is that, you know, she said that, you know, the world may be making progress, but it's less than a century than World War II, the last great war, ended, and imperialism has reignited. And let's be real, imperialism never ended. It's really never ended. It's just in third world countries, which, again, I'm kind of surprised no one's really brought up. But, like, something I'm thinking about, too, is, like, I feel like this chapter kind of roasted the UN in a way. Because this is, like, the UN is such a fucking joke of an organization. Where I think where I'm like, yeah, this is totally a dig at the UN, is when she said, is when bro for the U.S. rep said, we strive for gender equality, and she said, then why are there only men among you? And that is why we see truly capable leaders, regardless of gender. And then she says, sure you do. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a dig at the UN. This gotta be a dig at the UN, because the UN is so full of shit. They are a goddamn joke of an organization. So, like, part of me's like, yeah, I think this manga is really digging at the UN. But, dude, that was base Baba Yaga right there. I'm probably going to title this holy base Baba Yaga, because, motherfucker, she is based. She is so based for this. Oh my God, she is based. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys thought of this chapter. Do you guys agree with me that, as I said, two things can be true at once, and that the Pope is right as well as Baba Yaga? And do you think Baba Yaga, like, even though, as I said, both things can be true at once, do you think that Baba Yaga totally smoked the Pope? Especially when the Pope said, just bring out the vodka. And do you think that, like, this chapter kind of, specifically Baba Yaga, was totally roasting the UN? I think so. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerd Against Sake. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more Make the Exorcist Fall in Love content. If you wish you could do that, donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.